Changing angles is a very important concept in graphic novels or comic books. This allows your audience to be more engaged and for you to tell your story in a much more dynamic way. When you are drawing your comic, you want to make sure you consider a variety of different angles, such as wide shots, medium, close ups, and other rotations. When you utilize these, there's much more interesting engagement in your comic book. For example, look at this wide shot where you can see all of the different characters in the comic. Then it zooms in, focusing on the faces. Then you focus in on the character from the same, distance, but from a different angle. And then they rotate to a wider shot and then yet another shot. Here is another example of a graphic novel that uses a variety of different angles. Again, a wide shot, which shows the whole character as well as the scene that they're in, a close up of the audience, and then an extreme close up of the character. To complete these different camera angles, you want to use what's called cropping. Cropping is the removal of the outer area of an image. In other words, you're zooming in on an image to focus on one important part. Notice how this character here, you can see just her head and her torso, but her hands, her legs, and feet extend off the page and are not visible. The rest of her body has been cropped where you cannot see it. This object should be extending off the panel and not visible, just like such. That's what cropping is. Here is a non-example. This is what we don't want to be doing. Notice how the angle hardly changes at all. These characters are exactly the same. They are not changing at all or hardly changing. The only thing that is changing is the font or the text or what they're saying. Do not do this. For your mundane action assignment, you're going to be creating a comic of a very boring event. It's going to be a mundane or very uncreative activity. But to make this activity very interesting, you're going to be redrawing your images from a variety of angles in each panel to show the character, the setting, and highlight the details. You want to make sure you include a variety of angles, which include a wide shot, a close up, and a rotation. So here's some different examples of an extreme close up, an extreme wide shot, and kind of the different things in between. So when you are working on your activity, really try to utilize these different perspectives. So for my example, I did somebody sharpening a pencil. You'll notice that at first we have a wide shot that establishes the whole scene, including the character, the location, table, and pencil sharpener. Then I rotate the perspective from the viewpoint of the pencil sharpener, and it's a little bit closer of the character. And then I zoom in even closer on the action, similar to kind of this angle here, but it's closed up. And then I zoom in a extreme close up on the character with a pencil. This action is not exciting. It's really, really boring action, but the angles of the drawings themselves make the activity much more interesting. Here's a non-example on the left. Do not do this. Notice how the action does not change, or notice how the perspective does not change, but these are the exact same actions. So do not do this, but do this.